Hey guys and gals, how you doing? Thank you for tuning into a brand new video. Hope you're having a fantastic, beautiful day today. And before I get started on today's video, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like rating, and it definitely helps out, keeps me motivated to keep on grinding on. Now let's get right into the point, because there's a lot of channels out there that try to um, lure things out or push things out and make the video like 18 million minutes long. So let's get right into it. So what I'm going to talk about today is parts that you can buy or get and earn for your vehicles in certain classes. So as you can see here, the way, right, not as you can see here, vehicles, if you go to vehicles, and I guess we are on hypercar as of right now, and let's see, so this is that one. You go over to this one and you hit performance. Here are parts. These are all legendary parts, as you know, for my vehicle showing. Yeah, I think I have all legendary. There's 5 different kind of parts. There is common, there's uncommon, which is green, rare is blue, epic is purple parts, and legendary is the gold parts. You're always striving for gold parts. Now, how do you accumulate those parts? And these, all this information I'm about to say right now and in this video is for new upcoming crew 2 members and then just bought the game and they're just grinding out, ready to rip. So how you get those, how you get parts in general to make your car even faster, is you go on over to activities and you can do all these races. So you can do street racing, off-road, freestyle, pro racing. Now if you're, let's just say you want to get parts for your street car, right? You're gonna go to street race and street race cars. So that's your street car. This is for your drift cars. You can't do a street race to get parts for your drift car, if that makes sense. And you can't do drift car races to get parts for your hypercar. So you got to make sure you're in the right category for the right car that you want. And then let's just say you want to do street race. You'll click that and you'll pick whatever race you're able to do. If you have them all, you just pick a race that you love the most. And then for some reason my mic just died. I'm trying to make this as raw as possible, but so as you're doing a race, if you're doing a race, um, if you do it on normal difficulty, you're probably going to get uncommon and rare parts. If you do it on hard, you're going to get rare and epic parts, and sometimes legendary. And if you do it on ace difficulty, on whatever race you're trying to do, you'll get epic and legendary on top of customized parts for your vehicle. So I would recommend, if you want to rank up your car and get the best parts possible, do it on ace. But if you're just starting out, just grind out all of them. Now let's say you have a full set of parts that you really love, and you for this certain car that you've got, right? And you're like, wow, okay, cool, this car is completely done, I have all the parts I want. Okay, you're right, but you're also wrong, because you don't have to switch to another car and then start grinding out races to get parts for that one. You can, but there is a better way of doing it. So if you go back over to profile, and let's just say, go back to vehicles, and let's just say this type, we're going to use the hypercar for example, since I'm already on this category of cars. So here's the performance on this car. It's all done. It's all the parts that I actually want for the hypercars, right? Like I said, I cannot transfer these parts over to street racing. I have to transfer them, or I have to keep them in hypercar. And so you know, so I can't just like switch it over to like rallycross and stuff like that. It's for these parts are strictly for hypercars. Now if I went to street race, then it would be a whole different parts list. However, this is what I have. Now let's just, since this car is done, and I go over to the Koenigsegg and hit performance, nothing's there. So now somebody would think, oh hey, now I gotta use this car and go grind out some races to get the parts that I want. No, there's a feature, and it's always been a feature, just this is a faster feature. Back in the day, you would have to hit performance, you would go to that part, and then you would deactivate it, and then go back into it. But now they added the quick the quick switch feature, which is for me it's right on the right click, down on the right analog stick, boink, and then you just move it on over to the Koenigsegg, and you hit that. It says parts have been successfully, wow, tongue twister, switched. Hit performance, and there's the parts. And then this one doesn't have no parts no more. So instead of having to grind out Like if you want parts on a certain car, you don't have to grind it out for each single car, every single car. That would just take eons. It would take years, decades, light years to get every single part you want for each car. It is, I mean, you can do it that way. It would make it simpler on in the long run, but it's just unrealistic. Unrealistic. So that's how parts work in this game. Like I said, I'm trying to make it short as possible, and then see if I go back to the parts list. There's my parts back again, because this is my favorite hypercard to use. But anyways, that's how parts work. Like I said, if you have any more questions, just leave me comments down below. I would love to do videos, because it's so much easier to do a video on it. Um, for one, because it's going to help the person who asked, and then two, it's going to help somebody down the road. And then also, it's easier just to show in video form than it is to type it all out and text it all out, because sometimes words, the sentence, comments might not make sense, replies and whatnot. So that's the best way I could do it. So if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave big thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. And again, if this helped, hey, let me know down in the comments saying, hey, brother, this helped. Thank you. Or whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys alone, hanging out tonight. Hope you're having a fantastic rest of your week. And we will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Take care, everybody. And goodbye.